are recommended for you to get top dollar for your home. These are needed projects that need to be completed if you have them.
So first you want to take care of any unfinished or any deferred maintenance issues, then those unfinished projects you have, and then you can go on to maybe some minor improvements.
We are the Sims Home Team, Renee Trishelle, Connie Sims, and Jackie Brown.
So deferred maintenance can mean several things depending on the type of home that you have. If you have a log home, for instance, you may want your chinking, if you have chinking in your home, or if the logs need to be restained, power washed and restained, that is a wonderful project to have already completed before you go on the market, so we can get top dollar for your home. Another thing you mentioned is septic. Is
Yes.
another important thing.
These are all things that are going to come up on a home inspection. So if you can do those projects beforehand, that they don't show up on the home inspection, because then the buyer's going to ask you to do them, or to get a larger credit than needed at closing to get those things done. Have you seen those kind of things come across inspections?
And really these are things that people expect you've been doing all along to take care of your home, not necessarily to improve it, but just to maintain it.
For instance, like a cracked pane on your window or door or something like that, or the fogginess in your broken seals in your windows. Those things are very visible to a buyer, and they worry about that because they think, oh my, what else have they not done?
Yeah.
to this home?
Right, and having your furnace inspected, having your septic clean and inspected, those are all things that the buyer, the home inspection will show to the buyer. So get those things done.
And all of these things that we mentioned are really worthwhile, so that you can have those things checked off before a buyer comes in and has a home inspection done.
Yeah.
Home inspector is going to find many things,
Yeah.
and so we want to eliminate as much of those things as possible.
Yeah. And any unfinished projects, if you're painting, you need to finish painting that room, or if you're laying down hardwood floors or something like that, you need to go ahead and complete those projects so that the buyer doesn't see an unfinished project. And the same would be going for improvements.
Right, so what improvements would you recommend are the ones that buyers are most interested in?
Yeah, well, you want to improve something that is faulty or looks bad. You know, maybe you have a tub or a sink or something like that just needs to be replaced or refinished, you know, things like that, or countertops that are stained,
Right.
cracked.
Or how about a
Mhm.
home that is a little bit older? Do you recommend that a seller will go through and do some updating? And what do you suggest for that?
I would suggest because buyers will want to do their own updates. However, there's a lot of buyers in the market that don't want to do that. They want to come in, they want to be able to enjoy their home, they don't want to do that. So if you're able to make those improvements, even though it's more generic, say, than something that you would say like a color scheme that you particularly like, but you want to make it more generic, then that would be better. New fresh paint, things like that would be really nice to have, so it's a clean palette
Yes.
to start with.
So I guess overall, the buyer wants to come into the home and not feel like they have to repair everything. So from the outside through the inside, if you can make any changes, any improvements, so that they are not already making a list of things that they have to repair or improve in the house up front, is the main focus.